What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is ThatGamingDad25, and today we're gonna be talking about some pink diamond hidden gems you might be missing out on in today's quote-unquote content drop. Let's get into it, man. But first, if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna get in a couple of these YouTube comments. You guys have been showing so much love on the channel. It's only fair that I show some love back to y'all. First, we got my boy DJ9905. I think I heard y'all mention this on the podcast. Phil Jackson future proofs a lot of these cards. Some low-key are almost in-game. So, depending on how you play, some of these cards are in-game with the right legendary badges and Phil Jackson. So I'm not a dribble god. I don't play ISO ball, anything like that. So guys like Paul George, Wemby, and LeBron are almost in game for me as is. As of now, the only cards in the game that will replace my LeBron is the Opal LeBron. And I don't know about Paul George and Wemby because I don't think they have higher editions in the game yet. But yeah, honestly, these cards are in game until they get better SIGs pretty much. Next, we got Daniel Albert says, Carlo just sends back cuts all game. I come from a time where you just learn how to stop stuff. Me personally, I mention this all the time. For a 2K page, I mentioned a lot about Madden. I used to be a pretty comp Madden player. In Madden, you run into guys that will try to run the same play over and over and over and over. But you gotta learn how to stop it. Back cuts are not impossible to stop. Perfect example of this is Carlo did run back cuts a lot of my tournament, but guess what? He ran into no return MG and he tried to run back cuts. He has no return. No return, shut it down immediately. So what did Carlo do? He adapted. Carlo's no bum at this game, okay? He stopped trying to do the back cuts and went into a different game plan, and the game still went down to the wire. So Carlo's no bum. But if it ain't broke, if someone can't stop it, why am I gonna stop doing it? Let's get in the community corner where we talk about some of the hot topics around the X community. Did I just call it X? Normally I call it Twitter. What am I doing? But anyways, we talk about some of the hot topics around X, and we're gonna give our opinion on those. First, my boy Two-Way Dream got the GOAT Jason Tatum. Shouts out to Two-Way, one of the best grinders in the community. He may or may not have a video dropping relatively soon on that, and I may or may not have made the thumbnail. Do not miss the free pink diamond hidden gems from salary cap, guys. We have until Friday to get the first 2 shards, and then on Friday you can get the next 2. So by Friday you can have your first of the 2 free hidden gem packs. You got to get the 500 points and 2,500 points. So I think it's about 15 to 16 games. So if you haven't done it already, you got 3 days to get those 15 or 16 games done before Friday. So lock in, get those shards, and get your free hidden gems. Next, we got at TapX Mikey. He said, nobody wants to talk about how 2K is releasing content, parentheses hidden gems, in game and making y'all spend money for the recycled content, as well as making y'all lock in sets for the recycled content. LMAO, how y'all dabble in Myteam mode is beyond me. So I definitely get where he's coming from. I definitely do. But in reality, you're not like, it's hard to explain. Hidden gems is a great concept. And I get where he's coming from. I hate to say somebody's wrong, but they're not like re-releasing content. You know, these aren't cards. Hidden gems aren't cards you just go buy packs for. You know, you can't just pull packs until you get the hidden gem you want. And then when they're released into packs, if you do happen to have that card, it's sellable. So I don't know. I get where he's getting at, but I think this is just a reach a little bit personally. But I do kind of agree with Myteam Groover's comment though. He says, why does no one say the real issue with hidden gems? It's not that the content's recycled. It's not that we're getting unsellable cards rewards. The real issue is the mode rewards. We don't even get hidden gems as rewards. LMAO, the only way to get a Galaxy Opal hidden gem is lock-in sets. That's facts, okay? So it's the fact that these are the only mode rewards for the most part. Not the only ones, but those are the end of the mode rewards. And we're not even getting opals. And it kind of gets burnt out with these being all the mode rewards. There's not much originality here. That's where hidden gems went wrong. If hidden gems were not involved in like the overall mode rewards and they were just built in, like, you know, as the weekly grind, stuff like that, they'd be a bigger W, especially if they weren't in lock-ins, but that'd be too long of a conversation to have. Splash, at this point, Splash is just doing side quests. You gotta be real good at this game to tweet this. Beat me on Hall of Fame and get $50. That simple. No, you don't gotta bet, nothing. Just beat me on Hall of Fame, you get $50. He's just doing side quests at this point. Shouts out to Splash. We got the knockdown of Knights set dropping tomorrow. And I don't think anyone's excited for this, man. You got Opal Ray Allen, who, don't get me wrong, he's an okay card. 6'5" shooting guard. Can he play point guard? Yeah, no, can't play point guard. He's 99.3, which is good. But that's with all you get from him. He plays decent defense. He got like an 80 driving dunk, which is, you know, okay. He's just nothing special. But then you got Knockdown Knights, which is supposed to be a shooter set. It includes Rajon Rondo and Joakim Noah. It's like at this point, they're just making up names just for the sake of making up names. If they really want to be smart about it, they could have brought some people from last week's drop and added them into this set and moved Rajon Rondo and Joakim Noah into those sets, because there were some shooters in last week's drop. Like, you could have easily put like Eddie Jones and Michael Redd in this drop, because it just makes more sense. Like, this is like that knockdown nights with Joakim Noah in the same sentence is dumb. But with that being said, Rajon Rondo is gonna be like a fun card to use. He's amazing on defense. Even at 6'1", I used Chris Paul, and Chris Paul held his own on defense. Granted, you're not going to put him up against like a small forward, but as an on-ball defender on the point guard, Rajon Rondo is going to lock down. 97 ball handling, depending on how his SIGs are, be a fun card to use. And the shot's not terrible. I think it was like 79. Joakim Noah has 69 3-ball, which is higher than I thought it was going to be, but his shot's atrocious. So Joakim Noah is going to be a no-go. You could probably hit wide open with them, but that's about it. Then they dropped this breakout quote-unquote event for another 90 plus overall premium. Breakout had so much potential, guys. Granted, at the beginning of the year it was a little bit rough, but once Mo's drops a method on how to get the certain boards, it had so much potential to be a great mode. And then they just nerfed it to the ground. One, you just don't get any good rewards from like the events. There has not been like one event for breakout that's had a good reward to it. And two, they made it so you don't get as many of the games you need to get to certain boards. And it's just like, dude, this, like, what do offline players have to do? Play domination in this. And this is so unrewarding. Domination is super rewarding, but once you finish domination, then what? It's come on, 2K. Our question of the day today was, what is one thing you love about Myteam this year, and what is one thing you hate? Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So leave down below one thing you love about Myteam this year and one thing you hate. Come, be kind of nice, okay? First, Cubehead said it was easy to get VC. Now it's not. shout out to Donna. If you know, you know. SMS Nation says, I like salary cap having solid rewards. I hate Triple Threat Park. Triple Threat Online was always my favorite mode, and they absolutely ruined it with waiting for games. No instant matchmaking, awful rewards, and inability to enjoy different lineups because it's a sweat fest to avoid losing the court. That's facts. Triple Threat is just a mess this year. You have to bring at least 2 small forwards in the center to compete. If you bring a point guard out there, you're cooked. The rewards just aren't good unless you're going all the way to 500. The rewards really aren't that good. And once you get kicked off the court, you got to wait another 10 minutes to get another game. Triple Threat is just not the move this year. Sweeper, hidden gems, and they are fixing some of the problems we've had so far. What I hate, the complaining YouTubers think they speak for the whole community, not realizing they are in the 1%. My bad, Sweeper. Nah, I'm playing. He said he wasn't talking about me, but still, man. Coach Penrod said, I'm glad I could buy cards from the auction house and that there are some good low tier ones, but I hate that I cannot afford big name cards and the fact that the only cards worth locking in are unsellables. Make it make sense. I think the auction haul is a big love-hate this year. It's good. Every card is technically accessible, but there's some cards that no money spent guys are just never going to get until like the card's not that good anymore. Like, I don't see Paul George, Wemby, Bron. Well, Bron kind of went down to like 8 to 600K range. But like Paul George and Wemby and Dr. J, those cards aren't going to go down anytime soon. And they've all been out for a while now. The auction house has been, Shy was straight to the point. Breakout, love. Rewards, hate. Straight to the point. I like it. I really hope I'm pronouncing this right. King Mo? Mew? I love the practice options. I love the concept of breakout. I love the concept of showdown. I love the hidden gems concept. I really enjoy pro play, the animations, and the gameplay. Sounds like my boy really loves this game. I hate the lack of rewards if you play the game regularly, which is fair. Shouts out to King Mo or King Mew for being optimistic about the game. Honestly, it's kind of a breath of fresh air. Alright, as always, we got a few historical moments from you guys for today, December 10th. Let's get into these. First, 1985, the Boston Celtics beat Atlanta to win the first of an NBA record 38 straight home games. Has that been being? I don't know, because it didn't say at the record at the time. That might still be the record. On the opposite end of the spectrum in 1985, on the same day, the Indiana Pacers made just 19 field goals in a loss to the New York Knicks, and the NBA record for the fewest field goals made by one team since the inception of the shot clock. Imagine playing the whole game and only making 19 shots as a team. Like, y'all might as well just not show up the next game, honestly. 2008, Carmelo matched George Gervin's NBA record for points in the quarter with 33 points in the third. He finished with a season high 45. How you get 33 in one quarter and then 45 for the game? That don't make no sense. And get your mans. In 2016, NBA legend Dolph Schayes passed away. RIP Dolph, man. NBA legend and 2K legend. As always, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. You guys have been showing mad love on the channel. If you please drop a subscribe on the channel. I'm on my road to 2,000. We are almost there. We're gaining on it day and day. Also, if you don't mind leaving a comment down below, it'll give you a chance to get featured in the next video. Last thing, I promise, if you could follow me over on Twitter so you could tag me in things that I might want to talk about on this series, is much appreciated. As always, y'all be safe. Peace.